Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. Yeah, just a bit of a sad video really, isn't it? Obviously, most channels have done their sort of review on it, and yeah, after loads of positive stuff, it's a shame that we have to do a bit of a sad video. Obviously, Ogbonna has now been confirmed that he's done some damage to his cruciate ligament, and he'll be out for at least a few months, if not the season, which is sad, I see Gonzo and Gio's video, which is really fantastic. Go check that out, guys, about breaking it down that ACL's a massive injury at any age. We've seen what he'd done to Lanzini when Lanzini did his one on Argentina duty, and he's never fully been the same as he since then. He's never totally been the same, like lost that sort of turning ability that he used to have. He's still a decent player, but you do it at like 32, 33 that Oggy is, and he's also had his back injuries in the past as well. It's all all about the turning and moving quickly with agility. This could be the start of the end for him, which is really, really sad, because he's arguably been one of our best players for the last couple of years. It's only that players that like Declan Rice, etc., have just gone up another level in terms of their performances, that have probably just shied it away from him becoming Hammer of the Year. Yeah, he got my Hammer of the Year vote a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's a shame. He's a threat for goals as well. But yeah, it does provide the opportunity for is Diop the long-term choice, and we'll probably start getting the answers for that in the next few weeks and months. Or will he play Dawson? Obviously Zuma's been brought in, he's the main man, he's proving that, he's showing how good he is in these performances. But yeah, will it be Diop, will it be Dawson? Let me know what you guys think. Obviously Dawson, again, huge threat in both boxes in terms of heading ability. He gets a shot on target nearly every game he plays, Dawson. Diop been better this year, but we did see the sign of him, which can drift into his game in that Genk game, where he can just, brain can just switch off a little bit. Whether, playing next to someone like Zuma, you can start going to him, look, switch on, you need to be switched on the whole game. I would love it, nothing more, the Diop to really come on, and then you've got two good solid French centre-backs sitting there. Because we know Diop's got it in him, but it's just that concentration. That's the only thing for me that lets him down, that concentration levels. Yeah, and obviously, will they go for another centre-back, or will he, start maybe trying to blood Baptiste in certain games? There's probably, I expect Baptiste to maybe start that last Europa League game if we get, what we need in the Rapid Vienna game and the Zagreb game. Then he can, he can play that Zagreb game. But names that Gonzo and Gio mentioned, just wanted to give my opinion on. I'm not copying their stuff, I'm just giving my opinion on what they're saying, because I love those guys. They said about, wouldn't be surprised if we go for a journeyman defender. Obviously we were linked with Phil Jones, there was a lot of Phil Jones rumours. Wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't. Not that he's great or anything, and I know you guys would be going, no way Phil Jones. But again, we all said no way to Craig Dawson. Dawson the relegated, this is another relegated Johnson. It would not surprise me if he brought in Phil Jones and Phil Jones performs like Craig Dawson. It honestly wouldn't. Not that I want him, I don't particularly want him. And I think we should be aiming a bit higher and maybe going for like what they're saying, like Tarkowski or someone like that, to really push us on. Sorry guys, just looking at my trainers there. Yeah, and Tarkowski, end of his contract. We're in a really good position. He wanted Europa League football or Champions League football, whatever he wanted. We're an attractive prospect, and if we're still in that position in the next few weeks' time, then why not? Why not push the boat out and go and get him? Can you imagine Tarkowski and Zuma together, the two centre-backs? That's a really good, it's brilliant two centre-backs there. I know he's linked with Newcastle, but again, depending on what Newcastle's results are in the next few weeks, they need wins. They need wins desperately. I know they got a good point the other day, but if they don't start getting their wins, then is he going to look at that and go, I don't really fancy that? Or Does he go there, big payday, and have sort of like a Denver Bar sort of thing where it has a release clause if they got relegated, and then we can pick him up in the summer maybe for a better price? I don't know. I assume any player that would join Newcastle at the moment, and it's no disrespect to them, will be going for big money, big wages, and will want a relegation release clause in their contract. That's my opinion. Whether that's the case, I don't know. So yeah, so I would be aiming for someone like that. If you know, we're looking, at the end of the day, Oggy is, like I say, 32, 33 anyway. So you would be thinking that this may be his last season in the first team, with maybe Diop would have been taking that place and Oggy would have been the cover. So if there is a chance to go and get Tarkowski, you know, make him the next centre back to go with Zuma, then yeah, why not? We'll see. Like I say, it's a shame as well, because Oggy, it sounded like he was very close to signing a new contract, and now obviously that's probably going to have to be put on the back burner, because like Gonzo said, we can't have another Winston Reid situation where you bring back a player who's never going to be the same. You know, we've had it with Reid, we've had it with Danny Gabardon as well in the past, and you know, we just don't want that. It's back to that thing, there's no room for sentiment in football. I love Ogbonna, you know, he's a great guy, great player, leader, but we can't be paying out big money for players, and if they're not going to be the same and not going to play. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Hopefully he comes back to some sort of level of fitness. Yeah, that's it really, guys. Yeah, it's a shame, but sort of again, just highlights that, you know, Moyes knew what he was doing when, you know, bringing in Zuma and, you know, having a centre back there, because we're still quite meaty there. You know, we still got, like I say, Diop, Dawson, Baptiste, so that's not too bad. But it does highlight the fact that, you know, in other areas like centre midfield, for example, Rice or Soucek go down, becomes a bit weak there. Antonio goes down, becomes a bit weak there. So, you know, there is still some beefing up to do in that team, just to give us that little bit more in case anything really bad happens in terms of injuries. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. But yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, but if you want a more in-depth conversation about that, go and check out Gio and Gonzo's video. That's a really good video that, you know, they talk about it a little bit more in depth. You know, a really good video. I love watching their stuff, and good luck to them, you know, with everything they do with their channel. Yeah, until next time, guys, come on you eyes, keep believing. Let's go.